Hello, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, core faculty for the College of Health Sciences and Public Policy at Walden University. And in this segment, what I'll be going over is something called the IPUMS dataset. Now, IPUMS is IPUMS dataset. So let's go ahead and get started here. So this website that you see is IPUMS.NHIS. If you're not sure what the website is, you can actually Google that and get to this website. So once you're here, once you're in any portion of the IPUMS website, what you can do if you're not at home yet, select home. And then once you select home, what's convenient about this method of using this data set versus going to the government website and using that is that this is much cleaner, simpler. And what I mean by that, and the government data set is somewhat clunky. What I mean by that is that because when you're downloading chunks of data set from the CDC website, you actually have many more excessive variables than what you currently have. Now, on the flip side, when you are using the IPUMS IPUMS database, should I say, because there's a lot of data sets in here. When you're using this database, you can very cleanly bring out some of the variables and be able to use them instantly. What do I mean? Let's go ahead and get started here, kind of looking at that. And I don't want to make this too long here. So if you're wanting to get data, create an extract, you can go in here. And then there are certain features here, and I don't want to go into this too much again. I want to make other videos on this. This is household. This is actually divides all of national health interview survey, that's what NHIS stands for, into all of these categories. So you don't even have to go through all the variables one by one in a very convoluted process like NHIS. You can directly access these variables, and that is the convenience of this. In the person ones, there's the convenience of demographic, and then general health, and then looking at health education. There's a lot of different variables that you can just explore. You can also go into this alphabetical menu, and you can look for variables that may be in here. And this is one of my favorites, actually. The fact that you can put in any sort of either variable name or any sort of criteria, and then select enter. And when you do so, you are able to actually look at all the types of questions that are that are related to that variable. Of course, sometimes there are extraneous variables that come into place, like current marital status. That's not really something that has to do with smoking. However, what you can do to make sure that that is the appropriate variable is that look at the variable label. So this is current, detailed, former, never. And what they mean by current, detailed, and this is the variable name, by the way, smoke status too. So what do they mean by current detail? They mean that current smoker, current everyday smoker, those are both in one category. Those are parsed out so that you can see what the percentages are. Now, practically speaking, when you have smaller sample sizes, I've been dealing with smaller sample size recently with the African individuals that have were born in Africa, looking at some of the relationships. And smoking status was one of the variables. Due to the smaller number of sample size there, what we ended up doing is some combining all the current smokers, and then also having former and never smokers. However, if you have a large enough data set, then you can go in and determine how you want that categorized. So then if you want to go back to the smoking variables list, you can go there, and then take a look at, not only I wanted to go to this here, not only can you take a look at these variables, when you click on this, when you look over here, you can see what years they were present. Then, so I showed you the search, and there's a lot of different features here that I don't want to go over because for this sake of time. However, I hope this has made some sense, and thank you for listening.